Hello Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Capricorn, today we're going to focus on your past, present, as well as your future, but we're also going to see the ultimate outcome of your current situation. So with all that being said, let's get started. For Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, so we do have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. For some of you, you could be getting to know someone new. Sometimes I tend to look at getting to know each other as like a repairing energy between two people who already have a lot of history with, but we'll see what it's more so leaning towards, Capricorn. But let's get started. For Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Capricorn, in the past, we do have the Ace of Wands. Your current energy is the Three of Wands. In the near future, we do have the Devil. And as far as your ultimate outcome is concerned, we have the Two of Pentacles. I am getting, where is this going? 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 I don't know if that's like a burning question you have or a burning question this person has that you find yourself connecting with. But let's get into it, shall we? We do have, well, let's just focus on the fact that we have the Ace of Wands to the Three of Wands to the Devil out here. I do see you, yes, starting a brand new connection here with someone. Currently at the moment, you know, this could be somebody that you have like a friends with benefits type of situation going on, or somebody that you're just simply dating. But I don't think that things are official just yet between you and this person. And it might have you questioning, wait a second, where is this going? It might have them questioning, wait a minute, where is this going? But I am definitely getting that there is a strong and intense connection here. Things are just not official just yet between you and this person. All right, so we do have the Ace of Wands out here in the recent past, with the Page of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles to the Four of Cups coming out here. I want to focus on this Four of Cups energy. I feel like for a while you took a massive break from love, and I feel like it had a lot to do with the fact that you were coming into contact with people that weren't looking for what it is that you were looking for. You know, I feel like you're somebody who wants somebody that you could build and establish a life with, but it kind of looks like you were constantly coming into contact with people who just simply didn't want that or weren't ready for that. But I feel like the moment this person came along, they definitely did capture your complete undivided attention to the point where I do see you deciding to just simply give them and your relationship with them a chance, just to kind of see, you know, where life could possibly take the both of you. Okay. Now, currently at the moment, we do have the Three of Wands. We have the Empress. We also have the Ten of Swords to the King of Cups out here. I feel like you're experiencing a lot of mixed signals from this person. On one hand, it's like they make you think, believe, and feel like they're looking for something serious, like they're looking for love. And like on the other hand, it's like they make you think, believe, and feel like they're just simply not ready for all of that. So right off the bat, it just kind of looks like this relationship is already creating a lot of confusion for you. I think that you're trying to be understanding and very compassionate in reference to why they're not ready for love. You know, this person may have confided in you and told you that they had a really bad experience, you know, in a previous relationship, and that's why they feel like they're not ready. So I feel like you're trying to be understanding and compassionate, while also being cautious and careful. You know what I mean? Because you don't want, this person to continue to feed you with this whole, well, I'm just not ready because of what my ex put me through, and then that be like an excuse for the relationship to not progress or lead to something serious between the two of you. So I do see you being compassionate while also very, very careful and cautious, because at the end of the day, you know, this is you just simply taking their word for it. You know, the reason why they feel like they're not ready for love right now has a lot to do with something that they experienced prior to getting involved with you. And you're trying to be patient and understanding. I mean, you don't come off to me as somebody who's in a rush to be in a relationship or anything like that. But yeah, you know, your biggest thing is that you just don't want to waste your time on somebody that is never going to be ready for a serious relationship. So like I said, you're being very compassionate, understanding, while also being very, very cautious and careful at the same exact time. Because you don't want this person to constantly use this as an excuse to not, you know, take things a step further with you. And obviously you don't know if that's going to be the case or not. You know, maybe, you know, a month from now, this person might find themselves feeling like, you know what, like, you know, I'm ready. I'm ready to take things a step further. But you also don't know if that's going to occur either. You see what I mean? So you're just being very cautious and careful. Now, in the near future, we do have the Devil out here. So let's see what's going on with that. We have the Queen of Cups, so the Queen of Wands. And then we also have, yeah, this relationship. this relationship is starting to like create even more confusion into your life. You know, I kind of see you already a little confused over here, but now it's creating even more confusion into your life, because again, it's like this person makes you feel, you know, like they're ready for a relationship, and then the next minute they're making you feel like they're not ready for a relationship, to the point where I do see you questioning, okay, wait a minute, like where is this going? Where is this going? Where is this going? Where is this going? Okay. As far as the ultimate outcome is concerned, we do have the Two of Pentacles. So let's see what's going on with that. You know, this person got one fucking excuse after a fucking another, is kind of what it's looking like. It's kind of what it's looking like. To me, this is starting to kind of look like a major red flag. It's like they go from, oh, I'm not ready, you know, for love just yet, because, you know, I went through this, then the third with such and such, and you know, this is why I feel like I'm not ready for love just yet. But, you know, I do want love in my life. I really, really do. I do. It just, you know, I got to focus on my healing journey right now. But, you know, when I'm fully healed, you know what I mean? I'll be ready for love then. I'll be ready for love then. And it kind of looks like you continue to like see this person and date this person. You don't really see things progressing or going anywhere, which is causing you to fall back into this energy of questioning everything all over again. I feel like there will be a conversation that takes place here between you and this person, about the same topic all over again. Well, where is this going? You know what I mean? And I feel like this person's going to hit you with a whole nother excuse. Oh, well, you know, I just need some time to, you know, get my financial situation in order, and, you know, things of that nature. Let me tell you something. Okay? I can tell that this person really does like you. That's kind of besides the point here. I can tell that this person really, really does like you. However, if this person would have showed up as, like, for example, the King of Swords, I would have been a little bit more lenient with them. But because this person is showing up as a King of Cups or the King of Pentacles, this is why I'm calling this human being a walking red flag, okay? And here's why. When it comes down to the King of Wands, specifically the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups, as well as the Emperor to the High Priestess, these are masculine energies that just know right off the bat, right, if the person that's sitting across from them is the one for them or not. They just know right off the bat if the person that's sitting across from them is the one for them or not, okay? Masculine energies, these specific masculine energies that I named, as far as, like, you know, the King of Pentacles, King of Cups, as well as the King of Wands is concerned, as well as the Emperor is concerned, these are masculine energies that are just able to tell, right, oh, wait, it does not take them too long to realize if the person that's sitting across from them is honestly the one for them or not. It does not take them too long. Now, with the King of Swords being the exception, and this person did not come up as the King of Swords. So this is why I'm saying this person's like a walking red flag here, because the fact that this person's showing up as a King of Pentacles to the King of Cups, that's kind of telling me, that this person, they know if you're the one for them or not. They know. And here's the thing. The fact that this person is throwing out even more excuses, you know, as to why they're not ready to take things a step further with you is concerned. I can see why this person is doing it. I just don't like the fact that they're not being honest and transparent with you about it. And it could have a lot to do with ego and pride. I mean, masculine energies are known for being very, very prideful, but let's just be honest this morning, shall we? There's something about you that makes them feel very, very insecure. Now, I'm not entirely sure what that is, but there's something about you that makes them feel very, very insecure within themselves. And this is kind of why there's so much hesitancy coming from this person in reference to taking things a step further with you, okay? There's just something about you that they perceive to be 10 times better than them, which makes them feel very, very insecure. I just don't know what the fuck it is. I mean, you are showing up as an empress. An empress is considered to be the total package. It's all of the queens in one. You're basically perfect. You know what I mean? In this person's eyes. Now, they don't perceive themselves as somebody who's perfect. They don't perceive themselves as anyone who is near, you know, perfection. Is basically what I'm getting. And that's what's really holding this person back. That's what's really holding this person back. Hmm. Mm. Give me a court card for the, I mean, I already have some, but I just want to, tell me more about this person that Capricorn's connecting with. Okay. Yeah, all right. Well, let me just come to this person's defense really quickly here. Yeah, I do feel like this person is definitely a walking red flag here, and it's mainly because this person's not being honest and transparent with you. Let's start off with the simple fact that you are somebody who does very well for yourself financially, and they don't, okay? And that makes them feel very, very insecure being with somebody who does very, very well for themselves financially like you do. This person is not as established as you are, which also makes them feel very, very insecure within themselves. I'm also getting something about like the physical appearance. I don't know if this person finds you to be more physically attractive than they are, which causes them to also feel very, very insecure within themselves. This relationship makes them feel like there's so many things that they have to work on within themselves just to feel safe and secure with you. Is basically what I'm getting. And this is kind of why this person is delaying the whole process of the two of you entering a relationship with one another. Although that is what they want, to have an experience with you, they just kind of feel like before they take that next step, there's just so many things that they need to focus on, before they do all of that. There's just so many things that they need to improve before they do all of that, but they're not being honest and transparent with you about it. They rather sit here and throw a bunch of excuses at you, in reference to why they can't take things a step further with you. They sit there and blame their ex and everything that their ex put them through. Now they want to sit here and say, oh, well, I just really want to focus right now on my, education, my career. There's just, it's just taking up a lot of my time and a lot of my energy. So, with that being said, I can't really focus on a relationship right now because, I got to focus on my career. I got to focus on my business. I have to focus on my education and, all of these things, which, again, this is just them throwing out like a bunch of, excuses to you as to why they can't take things a step further with you. It's not that they don't want to be in a relationship with you. There's just so many things about this relationship that makes them feel so insecure to the point where they just can't allow themselves to take things a step further with you, knowing how the relationship in itself is going to make them feel, because they already feel that way. They already feel that way as far as feeling less than is concerned. And that's not your fault. You know what I mean? It's not your fault. It's not your fault, but I just feel like they just refuse to enter a relationship with somebody who makes more money than them, who's more attractive than they are, who's in better shape than they are, who's more mature than they are, who's more established than they are. And they feel like in order to take things a step further with you, these are things that they need to really focus on and improve before they do all of that. But they're not sitting here telling you all of that. And it's mainly because of ego and pride. So I think that your suspicion of this person is right, that this person actually does have a lot of love for you, and cares for you deeply and wants to be with you. I think that your suspicion is right. I think that, what your intuition is telling you is definitely spot on. I just feel like what confuses you is that deep down inside on an intuitive level, this person wants to be with you. So what the hell is the hesitation all about? You know what I mean? Well, there you have it. I just kind of feel like ego and pride just won't allow this person to admit all of this to you. And masculine energies, like I said, masculine energies, they're just known for having a lot of ego and pride. But the fact that your person's showing up as a King of Pentacles to the King of Cups, it's like when it comes down to these two specific kings, they just know right away if the person that's sitting across from them is the one for them or not. They don't need a whole lot of time. They don't need a whole lot of time. That's kind of telling me this person knows that you're the one. They just refuse to allow themselves to go there, because there's just something about you that makes them feel so freaking insecure within themselves. It's just not even funny. It's not even funny. Like, let's just say, for example, you were somebody of their caliber. Well, they would feel a lot more safe and secure and confident with themselves to take things a step further with you. But because they look at you like you're just 10 times better than them, it's like they just can't do it. They just can't bring themselves to do it. They just can't bring themselves to do it. Not until they improve the things that they want to improve about themselves. You know? You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. But this person knows that you're the one. They just don't want to take things a step further, you know, with you until they improve the things that they want to improve about themselves first. Then they'll take things a step further with you. Now, the real question is, are you going to be patient enough and wait for this person to become the person that they want to essentially be, or not? Because it kind of looks like this person refuses to enter a relationship with you until they become the person that they basically want to be. Because this person knows that if they were to enter a relationship with you, they're just going to find themselves feeling even more insecure than what they already feel right now. It's basically what I'm getting. And they don't want to feel, you know, this way even more. You know what I mean? So this is kind of why we see this person, you know, working on themselves and, you know, in order to become this version of them that they would be 100% satisfied with first before they enter a relationship, you know, with you. All right. So that's what's really going on this person's behalf. They just don't want to admit that to you. They just don't want to admit that to you. And like I said, it is truly an ego and pride thing, I would say, with this particular person. All right. So that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.